Hello Super Sentai fans and welcome back to Toku Topics. Today I'm taking a look at the deluxe Avataro Sentai Dawn Brothers Avataro Gear Set 5 and Avataro Gear Set 6. So this one came out back in June, and this one just came out at the beginning of July, and I figured there's really no point in not doing these in just one big video because they are relatively simple gear sets, but they are very cool gear sets. So clearly here, these are, check those out. We will be taking a look at all of these gears in those toys. So we've already had one 6 Ranger Avataro gear, and that is right here, the Kiba Ranger gear that came out with the deluxe Toradora. So we are starting these, and they wasted no time in making a ton more. So of course, as you can see here, these are all exclusive gears to this set as of right now, except for that one. That one is out again in Gear Set 3 in the Candy Toy line, but every single 6 Ranger here is currently exclusive to these deluxe sets and these deluxe sets only, but that could change. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. So the first set here is Gear Set 5. So as you can see up there, we have a nice picture of Dandra Goku Alter, which is actually sitting right here, the Change Hero figure of it, which is going to be one of my next videos, so stay tuned for that. But right there in front and center right there is the Dandra Goku Alter gear, because the Alter gear is not included with the Change Hero figure of it, just like what happened with Don Momotaro Alter, where that came out in Gear Set, pretty sure that was in Gear Set 1, so it's a very similar situation to that there. And then here you have kind of the main 6 Rangers, quote-unquote, that Dandra Goku is kind of, going to use the powers of, or that are important 6 Rangers to him. So you can see right there, Dragon Ranger, Gokai Silver, Kirame Silver, and 2 Kaiser there, which all makes sense because basically it's Dragon Ranger because that's the very first 6 Ranger ever in Super Sentai history, which of course is the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger. And then you have Gokai Silver because Gokaiger. So that's pretty much all I can really say on that one, which I guess is also Super Mega Force Silver if you want to be technical. And then you have Kirame Silver because that is one of the most recent 6 Rangers. And then you have 2 Kaiser because that is the most recent 6 Ranger before Dandra Goku. So, and also Zenkaiger, Gears, and everything like that. So I love this set because I think it's a fantastic lineup of 6 Rangers. And even though these are pretty much going to do the same things as the regular Sentai gears or Avataro gears for Zyuranger, Gokaiger, Kiramager, and 2 Kaiser would do, it's still nice to get them in the Avataro gear format. So you can see on the back here, you have this nice artwork of Dandra Goku. It's not an actual picture of the suit, which makes me think that it was maybe done like before we had like actual suit photos or something like that. So it looks pretty cool, especially because there's not like finalized gear designs on the Toradora there. So you just have the sounds for Dandra Goku Alter, Dragon Ranger, Gokai Silver, Kirame Silver, and 2 Kaiser there. So nothing too crazy. And then Gear Set 6, which just released like 2 or 3 weeks ago, has kind of the next batch of most recent 6s beyond, Kirame Silver. So you have Star Ninja, Ho Soldier, which we already kind of had this debate settled finally with the Ranger Key that comes out with the Tweaker unit. But that is Bandai once again confirming that they recognize Ho Soldier as the 6 Ranger for Q Ranger and not Ryu Commander or anybody else that could technically be made for that argument. So that's pretty cool that we have him there. And then we have Lupin X and Russo Gold. Now these are, as far as we're aware, the only deluxe 6 Ranger gears we're going to get. There are already listings in Candy Toy and in Gashapon for Beatbuster, Kyoryu Gold, Tokuroku Go, Jewel of the World, and Paturun X, which all of those will be coming out on the channel in the future when those gears release, but these are like the nice deluxe ones of those 4. And then you get the Robotaro gear for Toradorajin or Toradragonjin, the upcoming mecha that he's going to use, which has not debuted in the show yet, but I believe is coming out here pretty soon because the deluxe toy comes out in August. And then there, once again, is Star Ninja, Ho Soldier, Lupin X, and Russo Gold, which the only ones of these that are Power Rangers would be Ninja Steel Gold and Dino Fury Gold. So there's that. And on the back, you actually have an actual suit picture of Dandra Goku, and then you have everybody that I just talked about. So I'm going to go and open up these gear sets. We're going to take a look at the gears from Gear Set 5 first, and then Gear Set 6, and we're going to take a look at them in the... Let me turn it on properly. So let's get started. So here are the gears from Gear Set 5 out of the box here, and I love these. I love the 6 Ranger designs of, well, just in general, but also especially on gears, and as a big gear collector, diving beyond just doing Red Rangers and stuff like that, I'm totally on board for that. So let's go ahead and take a look at each of these gears individually. I can pretty much only use this hand right now because the other one has the Tiger-Dora on it, ready to go. So here is Dragon Ranger. Of course, a very sought-after gear, I'd imagine, because of it being Mighty Morphin Green. But I do really like how this gear turned out with the Dragon Shield there and everything. You still have the Zyuranger logo back there. And yeah, I mean, the artwork on Avataro gears has just always been really neat. So there is that. And this is gear number 23. And it will function as a Zyuranger gear in any of the Zenkaiger stuff. So all of these gears actually will work in the older Zenkaiger toys that could take Sentai gears, except for Danjo Goku Alter. That's the only one that's Don Brothers specific. But all of these will work pretty much exactly what you would think they would work at. Or work as. They don't, distinguish themselves as Dragon Ranger or Gokai Silver or whatever, unless they're in the Tiger-Dora. That one does actually say their 6 Ranger names, but then again, the Tiger-Dora also can say that if it's like a Tyranno Ranger gear or something like that. So, and then we have Gokai Silver here, one of my all-time favorite 6 Rangers and Toku characters in general. So I'm very happy that he has a gear to go alongside Marvelous. And speaking of that, I think it looks pretty marvelous. So it looks pretty nice. The Gokaiger symbol is pretty blocked by his helmet, but it definitely is back there. And this is gear number 50? 50, yeah. So, is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. That seems pretty high up there for the Gokaiger number. We'll skip down to Goku Alter for a second. We have Kirame Silver, which I think turned out really nice. I love the Kiramager suits, and I'm a pretty big fan of Kirame Silver. I think it's one of the best-looking 6 Ranger, Silver Rangers that we've had in the Sentai franchise, so I like how the orange turned out there. They decided to go with the darker gray on the sash. Sometimes his suit looks a little bit more like a shinier silver sash on the chest than like the dark gray, which was kind of a thing with the Ranger Key design and everything for Kirame Silver, but the gear has decided to go with that one, and it is number 60. And then finally, we have 2 Kaiser. So this one will not just function as a Zenkaiger gear, it will function as the 2 Kaiser gear, because the Don Brothers had that as a new hero sound. But of course, the Doliner, the Tojaliner, the Don Blaster, the Toradora, all of it knows that it is 2 Kaiser. So another one that looks really nice next to Gokai Silver and Gokai Red. So pretty neat that we have that kind of little trio right there. So there is 2 Kaiser, and then he is gear number 9, because that's what the original new hero sound was for his gear last year. And then the brand new gear here is Danjo Goku Alter. So of course, being an Alter gear, it's that translucent blue with the glittery effect in the plastic. And of course, you kind of have that shiny sticker. And then you get the nice green head of Danjo Goku Alter. So this will go very nicely with the chain Shiro figure of the Alter, if you have that. And like I said, that gear has already been re-released in Candy Toy Set 3. So I'm going to have another one of those very soon. So now I'm going to try to move all these gears back a little bit, so I can actually have some room to rest my hand down and try to demonstrate everything in the Tiger-Dora, which that should work. So we'll see how this goes. But we'll go ahead and open up the door here and grab Dragon Ranger. Oh, we need to go. So there is that. And then of course, if we scan, let me try to grab this properly. If we scan the Ryuko no Geki on the finisher, you do get a special finisher from this toy by using that gear. So I think we all recognize what that sound was. So that was the sound from the Dragon Dagger, or the Ryusoken. That's not what it's called. That's Ryusoldier. You know what I'm talking about. The Japanese name for the Dragon Dagger. So pretty cool that we have that there. I'm not going to bother to test out any of these gears except for Danjo Goku Alter in the Don Blaster, because it's going to say Zyuranger, Gokaiger, Kiramager, and 2 Kaiser, so it's not even worth trying to go through that. So next up we have Gokai Silver. So obviously it does read it. It says Gokai Silver, it says Kaizoku Sentai, but As you probably already noticed, most of the Avataro changes here are pretty basic. They don't really do like the actual original transformation sounds from the 6 Ranger Changers, which is fine. The fact that it even at least gives them special names, I can at least give it credit for that. So here's the finisher in the Ryuko no Geki. So sometimes the finisher has a little phrase at the end there, so I never know when it's going to say that. But if you recognize those sounds, those are the sounds that the Gokai Spear made whenever you did the final wave with the Ranger keys. So that is what that one does. So that's pretty cool. I love that you do have the original toy finisher sounds and stuff like that in the Ryuko no Geki. You just have to scan it to actually make it do it, which, like I said earlier in my review of these toys, it makes that toy so much better if you have other... Alright, and now the finisher for him. So I think that is the finisher sound from whatever his drill thing was, you know, like the big drill that he had as a weapon. I don't think it's called the Drill Crusher, but you know what I'm talking about. So a pretty cool little, like, you know, special sound for Kukaiser there. It's not just the actual Zenkaiger one. Also, if you heard when I started spinning it, it was a little louder than usual. There was like a secret sound to where sometimes her voice is a lot louder in this toy, a lot more screeching than it usually is, which is just a hidden sound that can happen sometimes when you spin it and sometimes not. I did not realize that in my original review of the Tiger Dora, but my friends Sentai 5 and the Real Manhunt pointed that out to me, so sometimes it's going to do that, sometimes it's not. So both these toys kind of have that with like the little phrase at the end of the finishers there and the screaming in here. To me, it's just a lot of screaming all around, so I don't exactly know what to make of that, but it does it, so that's what that's about. So finally we have Dondra Goku Alter, which to transform into that, he does use the Toradora, because this is also how he Avataro changes, exactly what we just demonstrated there. So, here we go. So there's that. So just to show you, when you spin something twice, it still does the exact same sound, but I just figured I'd show it off anyway. Alright, and let's scan it. So that finisher is pretty similar to when you actually use the regular Dondra Goku or Dondra Goku gear. I'm also going to show you the finisher without scanning it, so... So that's a pretty generic finisher that I'm pretty confident all of them do, so that's why I didn't do a finisher with just this without scanning for all of them, but I figured I'd show it at least one time. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Dawn Blaster, and we're going to take a look at the Dondra Goku Alter in that. So I did not turn this on though. Alright, here we go. Maybe. There we go. This is totally difficult when you're sure that's the exact same sound that the alters or the regular gears for Don Dragoku and Don Toro both say. But it is technically a different gear notch pattern, which I don't remember if I actually said what number it was when I showed off the gear earlier. It is gear number 99. Look at that, almost number 100. So that is a unique sound, kind of. It's a unique gear, so I decided to show it off anyway. But that's going to do it for gear set 5. So let's go ahead and bring in gear set 6. Alright, so here is gear set 6 out of the box. So let's go ahead and start with Star Ninja. So really like how this one turned out. I'm pretty much going to say that for every single Six Ranger gear because I think they did a good job capturing the looks of these suits just like they did with the Red Rangers. And I do kind of wish that the Six Ranger gears were a different color, just like plastic-wise, and not just red gears again. Because if you put them all like in a gear case or anything like that, like I've been doing with the, oh, it's a bead case, but I've been putting gears in there. Gears in there, wow. It looks like a bunch of just all the exact same gears. But there is Star Ninja there. And since this is the original Ninja gear, it is number 54. Next up, we have Ho Soldier, which looks fantastic. I have always loved this suit with the Kyutama helmet and everything like that. And it would have been cool to get gears for like Ryu Commander, or I guess technically Hit Beat Sky Silver, or whatever people argue could be the 6th for Kyuranger. I've always been a supporter of Ho Soldier, so I'm glad that Bandai is as well. But he looks fantastic on that gear. And on the back, he is gear number 56. We're going to skip the Robotaro gear for a second and move on to Lupin X, another one of my all-time favorite Silver Ranger suits. I've just always thought that the Lupin X, Patron X like gimmick that they did with the two teams was a really, really cool idea. And so it's really cool that we're going to get a gear for both Lupin X and Patron X. I wish I could say the same for Beat and Stag Buster. However, the Toradora seems to only have sounds programmed in for Beat Buster and not Stag. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But that is gear number 57. And then our final Six Ranger today is Russo Gold, our current Six Ranger for Power Rangers fans out there from Dino Fury. And that turned out pretty nice with the helmet and everything like that. So I definitely like how that one ended up looking. And that's gear number 59. And then finally, our brand new gear in this set is the Robotaro gear for Don Dragoku / Torbolt's Mecha, which is Tora Dorajin, or Tora Dragon, or whatever, Tora Dragonjin. It's going to be a new mecha that's coming to the show that will combine with Don Onitajin, but we don't have, at the time of this recording, we don't have a look at what that's going to look like just yet. But this is the helmet for his individual mecha there, which looks really cool. You kind of have the head looks like the top of the Ryuko no Geki kind of design there. So that's pretty neat. And kind of looks like his alter face, but not quite. And then since it's a Robotaro gear, it is a translucent gold plastic, just like the Don Onitajin gears were. So I really like how that turned out. And this is gear number 101. So we're so close to 100, we're kind of just beating around the bush with it. But we are definitely up there in the gear numbers, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and do exactly what we just did with the other gears. And bring in the Toradora again, which is still on my arm. So we're going to go ahead and start. Let's try that again. So we're going to start with Star Ninja, who's all the way over there. So here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in the Ryuko no Geki from off screen and scan it. So that's an awesome guitar riff from Star Ninja's Guitar Sword, of course, so awesome to have that sound in there. Next up we have Ho Soldier. And now let's scan that one. So you definitely get a very unique, array of sound effects from all the different Six Ranger finishers over the years. So next up we have Lupin X. And let's scan it. So it's very cool that we have distinct sounds in there for Lupin X and Patron X. I mean, they are technically different Rangers, so definitely appreciate that. And then finally for 6 Rangers, we have Ryusoul. Okay, we have Ryusoul Gold. And let's scan. Alright, and then finally, we have the brand new gear from the set, the Robo Tyro gear for Toradora. So, let's go. So I love that. It's like a mechanicalized version of the other sounds we got with like the Alters and Dandra Goku and stuff. So that's pretty neat. I definitely like that one a lot. We're going to go ahead and do the finisher without the scanning first, just like I did last time in the Gear Set 5 part. So here we go. And now we'll scan it. Alright. Okay, so we did get the finisher on that one. So, alright, that's it for all of the new gears. But I will go ahead and, of course, just like last time, bring back in the Dawn Blaster carefully here without bumping everything, and we'll test out the Robo Tyro gear in this. Ooh. Secret. So that one's definitely interesting. I do want to scan it on here just to see what it does. I think that was the same thing as when we scanned it on the Tigadora. I could be wrong, but still interesting that this says secret. I wonder why it would say that. And with that, that is my review of the Deluxe Avataro Sentai Dawn Brothers Gear Set 5 and Gear Set 6. So I can highly recommend both of these sets for a number of reasons. If you are collecting just all of Jiro's merchandise, you're definitely going to want these for his Alter and Robo Tyro gears. If you're a 6 Ranger fan like me, you're definitely going to want these for all 8 of these 6 Rangers that you get here. But honestly, I mean, if you want to wait, this gear could come out again later. That's one already has. These ones, you might already have gears that can unlock the sounds that I just demonstrated. But if you have the Ryuko no Geki, you have the Dawn Blaster, you have the Toradora, there's a lot of really fun stuff you can get out of these. And they just look really pretty. So, but like I said, regular Sentai gears will work for all of these. If you have, you know, their corresponding Sentais or 2 Kaiser or whatever it may be. The only like actual exclusive gears here are those 2. But still, I highly recommend both these sets because I just think they are pretty neat. So in the description below, there will be an affiliate link to HLJ for Dawn Brothers merchandise. And I think both of these are still in stock the last time I checked. Or sometimes the gear sets come back in stock if they aren't. And if you buy anything Dawn Brothers related or anything on HLJ, using the link in the description below. That helps out the channel a little bit because I get a tiny little commission from that affiliate link. So huge thanks if you guys use that. And of course, until next time, you guys can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or LightningFigPR and check out all of my Avataro gear videos. That will be linked in the playlist in the end card. And until next time, I'll see you all later.